Welcome back to part two of the reasons why I believe that obviously Tupac is alive. Obviously. So, this is my part two to the video. Be sure to comment down below, hit the like button if you guys like it. But let's get into it. So, part two of the reasons why. Okay. So, I already touched on the body double thing, which, and the Machiavelli thing, and the whole 1994 incident. So, the reason why, okay, number one, the weight was off. You guys know the weight was off. He was 220 all of a sudden, 160 pounds, supposedly. But how is it that he gained all that weight? You know, that you got to ask yourself. And also, I mean, within just 7 days, supposedly this is what I'm hearing. He was 168 or 160, around there. And within 7 days, all of a sudden, he miraculously gained all that weight, in just 7 days. And all of a sudden, he was just 220 out of the blue for no reason. 220 out of the blue. So that's why I think, honestly, it was body double. I mean, everybody has body doubles. Everybody knows that. Presidents have body doubles too. For, security purposes, just in case if somebody tries to take their life, they have body doubles to help them out so they don't get killed. So, I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but Tupac, okay, this is my part two. Obviously, we touched on the Machiavelli thing. We touched on the whole, 1994 incident when he got shot. The first time survived. And then leading into the second time, that he obviously had a body double to play the part for him because he wanted to escape Death Row Records. That's just what I think. And he just wanted to, invade. He didn't want to go back to prison, basically, because he was going to go back to jail. That's what I had heard. So he decided to end it all. And the second time, had a body double play his part for him so that the shooter would think, oh, it's Tupac, but it really wasn't. Like, that's just what I think. That's why he named himself Machiavelli. I mean, he had body doubles. He had a body double in above the rim, I heard. So that's what I've heard anyways. So if you put two and two together, it makes a lot of sense. The second thing, too, okay, is why is everybody saying that they saw him, and why did people believe he's alive so much? I'll tell you why, because there's a lot of evidence. Number one. Number two, if the evidence wasn't there, nobody would believe it, all right? And nobody's just saying it just for the sake of saying it. No. People are saying it because they obviously believe it. And there's a lot of evidence, that goes into it. And, people got their reasonings of why. Like, there's a lot of evidence behind it. So, people are saying that, we believe he's alive because we want him to. No, that's not the case. It's not the case at all. There's just the evidence. Evidence are there. You just got to dig in for yourself. Start, putting the pieces together for yourself, because I've done my research, and I could tell you, man, it makes a lot of sense. Believe me. I think that, the fact that Suge Knight is coming out, he was coming out and saying that Tupac is not dead. Everybody's basically saying that, I don't know if you guys know the group, The Outlaws. Tupac's group. He's basically, that's the group that he was a part of, basically, at Death Row Records. And these guys literally, not only them, but other people, his siblings, everybody around him that knew him, hint at something, and say that, oh, he got away, basically telling you that he got away and all this and that he left basically. I mean, basically giving you hints and telling you right in front of your face. And it's just like, people got to understand, why are these people saying that? Why are these people, saying, oh, well, why is people saying different stories and not saying one story? Like, everybody's just saying multiple stories. They're not sticking to the one story. They keep changing it. So why in the world are they changing their stories? And why in the world are they, like, not saying the same story? Like, he could only die, like, one way. You know what I mean? So that's another reason. And this is my part 2, of course, so I already explained the other reasons in my part 1. But, so, yeah. And then the Casanova Dawn incident, which I'll talk about that in another video probably in the future. But Suge Knight obviously has hinted that Tupac is alive. You know what I mean? Everybody is. Everybody in their music and what have you, their rap music, their songs and all that, you're basically hinting that, yeah, he escaped and that he's still living and he's on an island somewhere. And why would they think that for? Like, why are people thinking that for? Like, why is everybody saying in their songs, Outlaws, all of them, his rap group, basically. Like, why are they all saying it? Why are they all hinting at it for? Like, because he is. I mean, why would they be saying that if he wasn't? I mean, they were close to him. They know what happened. You know what I mean? They know exactly what happened. He wanted to escape, death row and Suge Knight. That's just, I mean, it's just funny to me. And then you see them, in different countries all of a sudden. In some of their music videos. Like why in the world would they be in other countries? Like, you got to ask yourself. Yeah, you could say, well, but they're in other countries, like, making music videos. So you got to ask yourself that question. Like, why are they going to South America and all this stuff, other countries, to make music videos? I mean, it's just common sense. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments. What you guys think. This is my part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See y'all in the next one.